Boys. Is the heated feud between President Trump and Elon Musk cooling off? That remains to be seen, but House Speaker Mike Johnson added something today. His message: don't ever challenge the president. So let's bring in CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion. Nikole, if only the people in those rooms could speak freely. My goodness, what's the latest on the communication between the House Speaker and Elon Musk?
Well, as of now, the speaker says that he has tried to reach out to Elon Musk and send a few text messages, but it's unclear that they have spoken, although they did speak very early on in this week before Elon Musk got on this tear about the so-called big, beautiful bill that he now calls disgusting abomination. That being said, the speaker says he understands everybody's kind of focused on this Twitter battle, if you will, but he is trying to not let it distract from the task at hand in terms of trying to get the president's so-called big, beautiful bill passed. Take a listen to what he told me just recently about what may be behind this potential feud.
What do you think is behind it?
Look,
it seems like it's more than the EV mandates.
Look, I don't know what motivated. I don't know what has motivated this this disturbance to begin, but obviously it's not helpful. My way is that policy disputes are not personal, and I've tried very hard to speak with Elon over and over, and to talk with him about what I believe are misconceptions he has about this bill and what it is. He keeps calling it a spending bill. It is not. It is a budget reconciliation bill. It's something very different. It has the most historic spending cuts in the history of the Congress. He's not recognizing that, and it's not going to add to the deficit because he's working off a false assumption about the growth. So, really important points that I'd like to make to him again, but I haven't been able to get on the phone with him.
So he went on to say earlier today that he is disappointed, or that the president is disappointed in terms of this ongoing back and forth that he is having between Elon Musk. But the speaker said that he does believe in redemption and hopes that both the president and Elon Musk can ultimately resolve their differences.
Well, and as it relates to criticism against that bill that President Trump needs to pay for his campaign promises, the administration is insisting that Musk and even the Congressional Budget Office, Nikole, are wrong about the cost of the bill. Why are they sticking to that talking point?
Yeah, well, look, the Congressional Budget Office came out with some analysis earlier this week on the bill that the House passed, saying that it would add about $2.4 trillion to the national debt over the next 10 years. And some senators I talked to say that does give them a little bit of pause. But as one senator put it to me, he said sometimes the CBO gets it right, sometimes they get it wrong. So I think that's why you're seeing the White House kind of push back against some of these numbers, in the sense that they feel confident that ultimately this will help promote the president's pro-growth agenda and really spur business and trade. It kind of works hand in hand, certainly with his tariff policy. So they see this as something that will ultimately benefit the U.S. economy, even if it potentially adds to the debt or deficit.
All right, so let's talk about that timeline. The latest on getting the bill done before the GOP's self-imposed deadline of July 4th. What is it?
Well, look, the Senate is moving as quickly as it can to try to make good on getting this to the president's desk within the next month or so. I mean, just today you had the Senate Banking Committee release its text portion of this bill. So far, we have seen at least 4 different Senate committees, including banking, put out their respective portions of the bill. We saw something similar in the House because, this is kind of a committee-by-committee process. The one we're really waiting on, which we expect could come at some point next week, will be the Senate Finance Committee, which will be tasked with the tax portions of this bill, extending the president's tax cuts, as well as the Medicaid components of this bill, which, again, as we know, on the House side, that package does make some cuts to the program. More specifically, it implements new work requirements. So we will be looking to see if the Senate makes any changes as far as that is concerned. That would come out in that Finance Committee report. And we do know that those finance Republicans met with the president earlier this week, still seeking some additional savings and also hoping to make some of the president's tax cuts permanent if they can.
Nikole Killion reporting live. Thank you so much. It's always great to talk to you.